Hot yoga problems! Yeah! Oh, got him. I got him big time, big time! Oh, my yogi friends. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why? Why? I got just completely smoked in there, dude. I got annihilated. I have to tell you, as my loyal listeners may know, I'm still recovering from this nasty RSV. I'm finally, I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I do believe. So as I make progress on that, I'm able to execute more on the mat. But because it's been over a month since I've really been 100%, it's devastating. The consequences I've experienced are just unbelievable. It's not like the flows are that crazy. It's just I'm out of shape. You lose it so fast. If you don't maintain the practice, it's gone. I don't know, like in 2 weeks, you're out. You might as well just start over. A couple problems today. Let's talk about the first problem. It precedes the class itself. You might notice that I'm wearing... What am I wearing, actually? For those of you who are watching on YouTube, which is maybe 2 or 3 people. What do you call this thing, this piece of attire on my head? And if you're on the podcast audio only, imagine a wool object. I don't want to give it away. I mean, it's a type of hat, we should say, that you break out in the wintertime. What do you call that? What do you call that? Personally, I'm curious. I was getting ready to tell you what I call it, and I think it's going to upset some of you, but I don't care. Where I'm from, we call this a toboggan. I got my toboggan on. I know in the Northeast, when I said that people get freaked out. No, a toboggan is a sled. You don't put a sled on your hat, dude. I said, no, it's a toboggan is a hat. They're like, no, that's a cap, or that's what do people in the Northeast call this? A toboggan, a wool cap. I don't know. Bottom line is, why am I wearing it? Why would I be wearing it? First of all, again, only for the visually aware, this is a particular type of toboggan. It happens to have a particular logo of a particular sports team that I support that's faring quite well in the National Football League this year to date, although I'm skeptical about their long-term sustainability. I'm coming around to the possibilities. Yes, that's right, it's the Steelers cap. The Steelers toboggan. Because the Steelers are ridiculous right now. They just smashed the Commanders. Does anyone else have trouble with that transition? Commanders, National Football, what's it called? The Washington Football Team, the Commanders. Anyway, we beat them. It was amazing. It was not really our best performance. We kind of gutted it out. I love how people talk about sports like they had anything to do with it. I was at a winery with my wife watching the Steelers play on an iPad while I was sipping on like some Viogniers on a Sunday afternoon. And I feel like I had something to do with that win. We won. We won the game. Hey, everybody, we won. Did you see the game? We won. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. The Steelers won. I supported them with my psychological energy. We won, dude. And then people get all excited about that. It can affect your mood, literally. That Sunday afternoon, after the game, both my wife and I were on cloud 9. Like, wow, man, the Steelers gutted it out. They won. We won. We thought that we won. It's like they won, dude, not us. Anyway, here's the point. the larger point is the problem that I encountered for the first time, because it's taken a little while for the winter to fully rear its head. But my friends, this morning it finally did. The car was adorned with frost. I had to scrape it. Off. What I'm getting at is it's starting to get cold now. It's starting to get cold. That's not surprising. It's November. But when it's November, you go in your shorts and your shirt, and you gotta have a sweatshirt, you gotta have a toboggan. It just starts to layer on a little more complication. And once it starts to snow a little bit, that becomes a real impediment to maintaining the practice. It's so easy to wake up, look outside, and be like, yo, do I really want to have to dust off my car, warm up the car, blah, blah, blah. Or I should just stay here in bed and be all snugly warm and not deal with it. But you got to push it. You got to always get out. And that's where there's some truth to that statement. Although it's overstated, but there is yet a kernel of truth to this wisdom. The idea that, showing up is the hardest part of yoga. I don't believe that for a second. Yet I appreciate the ethos behind it, the intention behind it. So first problem was the cold weather. It's not like freezing, but it's starting to turn. You break out the toboggan, you scrape the car off. It just delays the situation. Then I get there and I'm the first person in the door. This isn't so much a problem. It's just a courtesy. This yogi is really cool. She's very good. I appreciate her vibe. And she's good with names. It's cool. Everyone makes you feel special. She knows all our names. It's pretty amazing, frankly. I can't remember anybody's name. But as I was walking in, hey, Rob, hey, what's up? Yeah, it's awesome. You know who I am. That's cool. She goes, is there anything you want to work on today? And this is I was half awake at this point. It's like 6, maybe it's like 5:45. I'm like, listen, I just do what you tell me. That's why I come here. That's why I pay the big bucks for this class. I don't care why do you care what I want to do? Do what you want to do. I'll do whatever you call a pose. I'm striking it. That's the job. You're the leader. You're the yogi. Now I know that's like a top-down, counterproductive mentality. It's not normal. We should all be yogis and we own our destiny. And like, truthfully, they say this, which it blows my mind. I'm just calling suggestions. You can come here and do whatever you want. And sometimes there have been people that come to class and it is truthful. They're on their own vibe. They're on their own wavelength, man. They're doing their own flow. They're not paying attention to the yogi instructor. They're doing backflips and handstands, one-legged, this and donkey punch. I mean, this is like, what is going on? That didn't happen today. But it was nice. She's like, oh, anything you want to work on? I was like, look, I'll do whatever you tell me to do. That's why I'm here. Just tell me what to do. 2 block Raffety. Let's go. It's just a good class. It kind of crushed me. We did a lot of hip openers today. And she warned everybody at the beginning, like, hey, we're gonna do a lot of hip openers today. It's not my jam, dude. It's not my jam. Not a fan of the hip opener. Why do you assume I want my hips to be open? What if I want closed hips? Hips don't lie, my friend. Maybe they don't want to be open. Maybe they want to be closed. They just want to be normal hips. They don't need to be open or closed. Let them be. Why are you treating them like that? Why are you pushing it? We were doing frog poses. Get out of here, dude. You can imagine what that is. You're on the mat sideways. Your legs are like that. And you're just like laying there for 2 minutes, breathing in excruciating pain, opening your hips. Why? Why do I want to do that? Why would my hips need to be open? They want to be closed for business. Anyway, it's a good time. Oh, it was a good time, but I struggled. And I'm running out of juice, man. I got to get back. How am I going to get back in my A game? It's been so long since I've crushed a class. I can't remember the last time I came out of a class feeling like I dominated. I will say one last thing as we wrap up this episode. I'm sitting here in the parking in the driveway of my house. There was a moment of playtime. Everyone gets to have that. It seems like classes are very like self-guided. So at a certain point, it's playtime. You get to do what you want to do. But she does call out some suggestions. And the first thing she suggested was headstands. And I'm like, yeah, into that headstand. I crush headstands. I am very confident, no matter the layoff, the sickness, my weak ability to keep up with this. I'm good at headstands, bro. I'm starting to gain super confidence. It could be my gift. I can do headstands across the planet. Oh man, I'm good at it. I think other people, it's not as easy. Everything's different. Every pose is different. Some people have a gift for a tree. Some people have a gift for a dancer pose, which I struggle with the dancer pose. I am the headstand god. I am a demigod. I own it. I can do headstands all day, every day. Hours on end. Unstoppable. I'm going to change my name. Headstand Raffety. All right, it's been a good day. I'm reminded of my sloth and need to get back into the action. So it's gonna happen. Stay tuned. Until next time, here we go. Namaste, mofos.